right, so this is part 2. This is more on my personal side. So as I told you in the first video, I grew up in corporate America and I worked really hard to get there. And as I was working on my career, I was continuing to just grind away. I would work long hours to go home, eat, and then work all night. And I did that continuously. And that took a toll. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't exercising. I was not taking care of myself. And in 2008, I had my first child. And soon after he was born, my father, remember, I'm the youngest of 8, who was much older than most parents, his health started to fail. And I became his personal caregiver. Um, I helped him with everything financially, legally, and health related. So I was taking care of my young son, working full time, and taking care of my father. And I just ended up becoming the last one on the list. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was literally an adrenaline junkie, working all the time, drinking lots of coffee, and just trying to get through. Well, at that point, my anxiety that I had been building up to this point got super bad. I had my second son in 2011, and I was still caregiving for my father. And there was an undiagnosed birth defect with my youngest, and it went on for 2 years. We had been to every doctor, clinic, urgent care you can imagine in the area that I live in. And at the time, my health was just dwindling away. My anxiety was off the charts. I had a panic attack at work. I was having trouble even breathing. I was seeing a psychologist. I was, on medication for it. But my physical being was also starting to fail. I wasn't getting any sleep. I had acid reflux. I then got degenerative discs in my back, which were causing immense amount of pain. And then I went and got an MRI because that back pain just wouldn't go away. So they found a mass in my back, in the middle part of my back, on the abdomen side. It's still unknown what it is. It's benign, but that was too close to the C word that I wanted to get. So I knew I needed to make some changes. So around 2012 was when that happened, and I started making changes. Luckily, around that time, we started figuring out what was going on with my youngest son, and we're able to actually take care of him. It was an unknown birth defect that we ended up being able to figure out how to care for him. And now he's a thriving 11-year-old. He's doing wonderful. But I needed to make some changes. I could not keep giving to others if I wasn't actually taking care of myself. So I started going to yoga to help with my tight muscles in my back. And at that studio, I found the health coach that I hired, which I mentioned in my first video. And that led me on my path to becoming a health and wellness coach. I really specialize in employee wellness, understanding how it is to try to work, be a mom, and try to actually take care of yourself at the same time. I really have figured out small ways to actually incorporating health and wellness in your life. And I'm always wanting to help others figure that out for them too. So I do private coaching, group coaching. I also have a Facebook group that I'd love to invite you to. It's called RecaLIBRAte Yourself on Facebook. Come and join the group. It's a great community. It's much like the community I started at my the company I worked for, but it's on Facebook. I'd love it if you join. We do fun, inspirational quotes, activities, challenges, and you name it. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And I'd love to get to know more about you as well. So feel free to reach out, and I do a 30-minute free consultation call, just a discovery call to see if it's right for you and to get to know you better. If you ever have questions, I am here. Please reach out. Thank you very much.